This evening, first, two police officers face serious charges after being accused of abducting and robbing a mining supervisor at a Georgetown mall. We'll show you the shocking surveillance footage and tell you what's next for the case. Plus, tragedy in Sophia as a 12-year-old boy is fatally stabbed in an altercation with a fellow student. Police uncover new details as the investigation intensifies. Also, a family of 3, including a baby, suffers severe burns after a heated family dispute spirals out of control. Hear how a simple joke led to a devastating assault. And with new healthcare facilities rising, the Ministry of Health announces a critical need for 600 nurses in Region 2. Discover how the government is ramping up recruitment and training to fill this gap. And finally, flash floods wreak havoc in Valencia, Spain, leaving dozens dead and thousands stranded. We have the latest on rescue efforts as authorities race against time. These and other stories coming up on Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for October 30th, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, two police officers face charges for allegedly abducting and robbing an Aurora gold mining employee, taking close to $10 million and returning for more. Malcolm Carter has further details.
Two police officers are facing criminal charges for their alleged involvement in the robbery and abduction of Kevin Fitku, an operations supervisor at Aurora Gold Mining, Inc., at the Giffland Mall car park in Lilliandale, Georgetown on October 10, 2024. Fitku reported that 3 armed men, 2 police officers and another male posing as an officer, forcibly took $9.5 million from him. The following day, the men returned in a police vehicle demanding additional cash, which prompted Fitku to give them his remaining $40,000. Surveillance footage that surfaced online captured the suspects arriving at the mall in a heavily tinted silver grey Toyota Primo. The video shows 3 men exiting the vehicle and approaching Fitku's parked pickup. They engaged in a confrontational exchange with him before handcuffing him and forcing him into the car. Fitku reported that they brandished firearms and identified themselves as police officers. The men took Fitku to his home in Providence, East Bank, Demerara, where he mentioned he had money from his family's trucking business. After obtaining the $9.5 million, they claimed they would return. The men returned the following day in blue and white police vehicles, demanding more money and inquiring about other valuables in the house. Following these incidents, Fitku visited the Providence police station to file a complaint. Investigators confirmed the events and are continuing their inquiries into the matter. The Guyana Police Force has not yet released the names of the officers. Nevertheless, the force has confirmed that the Director of Public Prosecutions has advised that charges be brought against the 2 serving members. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. Police are investigating the fatal stabbing of a minor in Sophia, allegedly by an 11-year-old acquaintance amid an altercation. More from Dale Jarvis.
Police are investigating an alleged murder committed on a 12-year-old boy at Cummins Park, E-Field, Sophia on Tuesday, October 29, 2024. Kareem Durant of D-Field, Sophia, Georgetown, and a student of Carmel Secondary School, was allegedly fatally stabbed by an 11-year-old male. Durant and the suspect are known to each other. Inquiries disclosed that around 7 p.m., the suspect was sitting on a stock of PVC pipes at the side of his home when Durant went up to him and pushed him off the pipes, causing him to fall to the ground. The suspect got up, ran inside his house, and informed his older brother, who went to inquire about the issue. An argument ensued and Durant left and returned in the company of another male armed with a pair of scissors. He then approached the older brother of the suspect and dealt him a stab to his left side lower back. Upon seeing same, the 11-year-old suspect pulled out a knife from his waist of his pants and dealt Durant a stab to the left side of his chest. Durant ran and collapsed on the parapet in front of his house. He was taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The police found a brown-handled knife alleged to be the murder weapon in a nearby trench. The scissors was also recovered at the scene. The suspect was arrested and escorted to the Turkine police station in the company of his father. The body of the deceased is at the GPHC mortuary awaiting post-mortem. Investigations are ongoing. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. On a different note, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony announced the need for 600 nurses on Ghana's Essequibo coast to meet the region's expanding healthcare demands, driven by new healthcare infrastructure and service upgrades. With the nearing completion of the Lima Hospital and expansions at other facilities, Region 2 anticipates a surge in the need for skilled nurse staff. To address this demand, the government has launched a professional hybrid nurses program, which has recruited 1,200 trainees since June of 2023, combining online and in-person training. Additionally, a new nursing school under construction at Saudi Public Hospital will offer expanding training resources, including lecture theaters and a computer lab, allowing for more student intake. Minister Anthony emphasized the creation of specialized training paths, including critical neonatal and surgical care, aimed at boosting career opportunities and improving healthcare service quality in Essequibo and beyond. Stick around when we return. Taxi driver charged with murder in East Coast Demerara stabbing, and family of 3 seriously injured in domestic dispute.
Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale, 7 days of savings, and I'm talking mega savings on office furnitures, outdoor furniture, bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, carpets and mattresses. Sales starts October 24th to the 30th at all branches. Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale, a Guyanese business for Guyanese people.
Is there anybody in this house want to worship the Lord with me?
Hi, music fans. It's here again. It's the Gospel Music Awards 2024 and the launching of Charlene Maloney's new album titled He's Greater.
He's greater.
It's a double event, one night only. It's praise and worship at the National Cultural Center, Saturday, November 2nd at 8 p.m. or 20 hours sharp. Tickets cost $3,000 and $2,000. It's Gospel Music Awards and a concert. Special appearances by Ambassador Charlene Maloney and other top Guyanese artists. You cannot afford to miss this one. Be there.
Get your tickets at the National Cultural Center, Wireless Connections Border Market, and Andrew Supermarket.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. It's Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Current smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services. 316 Middle Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. In this report, Malcolm Carter informs us that a family of 3, including a baby, is suffering severe burns after a family member allegedly threw hot oil on them during a dispute. Here's more.
26-year-old Sarif Khan, his wife Yonika Ramjeet, and their 5-month-old daughter suffered severe burns after Khan's brother allegedly threw hot oil on them during the dispute at Toshin New Scheme, East Bank, Essequibo, on Wednesday, October 23, 2024. The family lives in the same compound. The incident began with a light-hearted joke by Khan to his brother's friend, which later escalated into a series of confrontations. Khan's brother proceeded to cut off the family's electricity. The situation spiraled out of control around 5:45 p.m. that day, when Khan's sister-in-law attacked Sarim with a piece of wood, and his brother then threw hot oil on the family, injuring them all. The baby sustained burns to her head, leg, chest, and back. Khan and his wife were also burnt. The family was being rushed to the hospital, while Khan's brother allegedly continued to throw objects at them. The police intervened, arresting both brothers to prevent further harm. Khan remains in severe pain, unable to work due to his injuries. The trio is in stable condition as the investigation continues. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. A taxi driver was charged and remanded to prison for the murder of a 45-year-old man. Dale Jarvis has more details.
47-year-old Sherwin Elias, a taxi driver from Victoria Village, East Coast, Demerara, was charged with the murder of Andre Wilson and remanded to jail when he appeared at the Coven John Magistrates Court on Tuesday, October 29, 2024. Elias appeared before Magistrate O. Schmidt, where the charge of murder was read to him, but he was not required to enter a plea. Reports are that on October 24, 2024 at Victoria South, East Coast, Demerara, 45-year-old Andre Wilson of Middlewalk, Victoria, East Coast, Demerara, called Elias by a false name. Elias became upset and an argument ensued between the two men. The argument escalated, leading to Elias stabbing Wilson. Elias was arrested for wounding Wilson, and Wilson was rushed to the hospital for medical treatment. Wilson subsequently died days later while receiving treatment, and the police upgraded the wounding case to murder. Wilson, who was a consultant at the Ministry of Health, was reportedly stabbed on October 24, 2024, during an argument in Victoria South, East Coast, Demerara, after he allegedly called the suspect by a false name. Elias remains in jail. His next court hearing is on November 3, 2024. The investigation is ongoing. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. As Diwali celebrations draw near, the Guyana Fire Service has released essential fire safety guidelines to ensure a safe holiday. With families preparing to light diyas, use fireworks, and decorate their homes, the advisory emphasizes cautious practice to prevent accidents. Key safety tips include placing diyas and candles on stable surfaces away from flammable materials, wearing cotton attire instead of synthetic, keeping emergency tools like water or a fire extinguisher nearby. It also urges parents to supervise children using sparklers to store fireworks safely and to prevent pets from exposure to fireworks. The advisory recommends using certified lights and decorations, avoiding overloaded sockets, and turning off all electrical items before bed to prevent electrical hazards. For minor burns, residents are advised to apply cool water and avoid ice, with severe cases needing immediate medical attention. In case of emergency, you can contact the Guyana Fire Service at 912. The Guyana Fire Service extends warm wishes for a joyous and safe festival and encourages everyone to keep safety in mind as they partake in the festivities. Don't go away after the break. Philippines activist disappearance rights group accused the government of abductions. And Nigerian MP apologizes over viral taxi slapping video.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. 7 days of savings, and I'm talking mega savings. On office, furnitures, outdoor furniture, bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, carpets and mattresses. Sales starts October 24th to the 30th at all branches. Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. A Guyanese business for Guyanese people.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you who don't know nothing, with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shape like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Is there anybody in this house want to worship the Lord with me?
Hi, music fans. It's here again. It's the Gospel Music Awards 2024 and the launching of Charlene Maloney's new album titled He's Greater.
He's greater.
It's a double event, one night only. It's praise and worship at the National Cultural Center, Saturday, November 2nd at 8 p.m. or 20 hours sharp. Tickets cost $3,000 and $2,000. It's Gospel Music Awards and a concert. Special appearances by Ambassador Charlene Maloney and other top Guyanese artists. You cannot afford to miss this one. Be there.
Get your tickets at the National Culture Center, Wireless Connections Border Market, and Andrew Supermarket.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact the GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gm.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world.
Good evening. I'm Malcolm Carter and welcome to tonight's regional and international news. First up, rescue teams in Villa Gesell, Argentina are working to reach people trapped after the 10-story Dubrovnik hotel collapsed, leaving one person dead and others feared missing. Around 15 people were inside when the hotel, reportedly undergoing unauthorized renovations, crumbled. Authorities say a man in his 80s was found dead, while one woman has been rescued so far. Neighbors claim renovations continued despite a municipal suspension order in August. leading to Tuesday's disaster. Argentina's national and provincial security teams, along with specialists and search dogs, are aiding in rescue efforts, with police detaining 4 bricklayers who escaped the scene. Internationally, at least 62 people have died in severe flash floods across Valencia, Spain, following intense rainfall and storms. Floodwaters swept vehicles through streets, prompting over 1,000 soldiers to aid in rescue efforts as the central government established a crisis committee. Emergency services urged residents to avoid travel, with some areas remaining inaccessible due to road blockages. Valencia's regional leader, Carlos Mazon, reported that reaching trapped residents was, quote, absolutely impossible, while local leaders expressed shock at the devastation. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez pledged full support, and King Felipe VI offered condolences, commending responders for their efforts amid the widespread crisis. Meanwhile, a Nigerian member of parliament, Alex Ikwiche, apologized after a viral video showing him slapping and verbally abusing a Bolt driver, Stephen Abuatsia, who was delivering food to his home. The incident began when Ikwiche took offense to Abuatsia's request for him to come outside to collect the delivery. The member of parliament, angered, accused the driver of disrespect and threatening him, saying he could make him, quote, disappear.
I'm not going to call my policeman to beat you up. I will beat you up. I will show you that I'm a big brother to you. I will slap the hell out of you and I will lie you down, lock you in my generator house. Wait, are you even looking at me that you can beat me? Or are you looking at me? What? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Do you know who I am? I'm a senator of this republic. Do you know who I am? How dare you?
Are you slapping me, sir?
After the video spread, Ikwiche apologized publicly, acknowledging his behavior's impact. He also expressed regret to the police chief and the House of Representatives, which referred the incident to its ethics committee. Both parties have since reached a resolution. Finally, rights groups in the Philippines are accusing state agents of abducting activists and political dissidents. That's after footage emerged of men forcing an environmental activist into a van in August. He hasn't been seen since. Lawyers say it's just one of a series of enforced disappearances. Al Jazeera's Barnaby Lowe reports.
This is the moment Felix Salaveria Jr. was forcibly pulled into a van in August. The footage also shows men on motorcycles who appear to be acting as lookouts. Indications of a professional operation, says the family's lawyer.
Military, police, intelligence, well prepared. We've seen that before. This is not the first time.
But police say the evidence isn't conclusive. They suspect Felix and his friend James Hasmines, another activist who went missing in the same area 5 days prior, have ties to the communist NPA rebels. They suspect the group may be responsible.
It was also history that purging is being done from the organization.
The families say the men weren't politically involved and ask why they'd be kidnapped, even if they were.
They can file a case against people who they think are doing something illegal or something that is not allowed, but to resort to abduction, I cannot think of any reason at all.
It wouldn't be the first time state forces were accused of abduction. Last year, 2 environmental activists said they were kidnapped and interrogated, but their military captors forced them to say they had handed themselves in to authorities.
Dozens of activists have gone missing since President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. took office. That's according to human rights organization Karapatan. The watchdog says it's a growing trend similar to the thousands of enforced disappearances that occurred during the 20 years his father was president.
Around the same time James and Felix disappeared, the government tried to block the screening of a documentary about a nearly 2-decade search for a missing activist. Rights advocates say it was an attempt to cover up the state's role. But for Felix's daughters, it was an eye-opener.
You ask yourself, can I also do that for another 17 years? But I'm not giving up on my father.
And neither, they say, should police, even if the abductors are from their ranks. Barnaby Lowe, Al Jazeera, Manila.
Thanks, Malcolm. This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3D Weather Forecast. And that's Sip TV2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We will be off on Thursday, but you can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and Friday at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other and do have a happy Diwali.